My name is Shannon Alexander. I'm a funeral arranger with King's Funerals. What that means is I meet with the families and help them to plan the funeral for their loved one and make bookings that are necessary and then look after them on the day of the funeral service. I started with King's in May of 2014, so about 6.5 years. I started as a funeral assistant because I was very curious about the industry, and I was lucky enough at the end of that first 6 months or so here that they were looking for an arranger. Yeah, it was just good luck, good time management, right place, right time. As a funeral arranger, we are tasked with meeting the families or representative of the families to discuss where they'd like to begin with the arrangements, what sort of funeral they had in mind, the venue, what sort of venue is going to be suitable. Should it be outdoors? Should it be indoors? Do they need a celebrant? What's the family makeup? What are the family dynamics? All of those bits and pieces that go to helping make the day memorable. I go away and make all of those necessary bookings and arrangements and then meet with them on the day of the service and look after them and conduct the service as well. I'd worked in the hotel industry as a bartender, and that was kind of fun but lacked meaning. And I'd worked as a temp in offices, and that gave me a real taste for what I didn't want. I think it was my gut that led me to this, thinking, well, this is something that could be fulfilling and meaningful for other people and myself, if I'm honest, because you get a lot of satisfaction out of creating something that's really lovely and helpful. It's a two-way street. It's not just us giving and giving and giving. We get a lot back from that as a reward. It's not something that would suit everyone, but not in that martyrish way that I think people perceive. You need super amounts of patience, I suppose, and I think within that notion of patience is a willingness to be empathetic. I get to hear stories about the deceased and about their life, which, often funerals are like this amazing history lesson. If you're performing a funeral for a 97-year-old, they've seen so much, and if their families are willing to share, you're hearing a life that's stretched for nearly 100 years and the adventures and stories that they've had. My life outside of work is a lot of relaxing. I try to balance the intensity of work with just chilling out, which sounds a bit corny, but I like to read. I try to jog on the beach. That's really cleansing and healthy. Just things that make me feel human and are easy. If there's anything I've learned, it's just that humans want to be listened to. We're not fixable, but we want to be listened to, and we grow and learn within ourselves by other people listening to us. The three words that I feel are encapsulate the type of people that work in and around funerals would be patient. You need an endless amount of patience and a willingness to be still. Humour, because sometimes to meet really bleak sadness, you need to be able to find something uplifting in and amongst that. And I feel like it's a made-up word, but troubleshooters. are really important. So you need to be able to improvise and come up with solutions to unexpected developments that happen really, really often. The sharing of memories and the remembering of what made that person special is, to me, the most important element to a funeral gathering. It's the coming together, supporting each other, and the willingness to share memories and stories is vital.